to the system. They don't control my rhythm. I ask God for wisdom. They're out persecuting. I'm out producing music.
Hey everybody, this is Marco Amaya on the Patriot Torch. Trump just recently called off an attack on Iran 10 minutes before it was supposed to happen because it would have caused 150 people to die as revenge for an unmanned drone being shot down. That's a great decision, Trump. I mean, I'm really happy that we didn't just attack Iran for that, because that could have, Trump's decision at the last minute to stop that from happening could have prevented World War III from happening. That could have led to an escalation of events that could have started that kind of war. Because, you know, it's an unmanned drone that is, we didn't lose anybody on our side, and then we're supposed to just go kill 150 people in Iran, innocent people that might have not even been related to the drone attack. It doesn't make sense, and Trump is right. I'm so glad that he called it off, because he realized that it was so disproportional to what happened. And what's very concerning and put up a big red flag was some Republicans and conservatives criticizing Trump for not attacking Iran and killing 150 people. What in the world is going on with Ben Shapiro? He's saying, criticizing Trump for not attacking Iran, basically saying Trump is weak and that he should be disproportionately attacking Iran to teach him a lesson, to show them that we're the big dogs by attacking them a lot harder than what they did to us. That's the number one way to start World War III right there. You're going to escalate war, Ben? Is that what you want? You think you're going to de-escalate war by killing 150 people over a machine? I mean, Iran isn't just going to sit there and watch 150 people get killed on their own territory. They're going to retaliate. They're going to do something. And that's going to escalate war even more. I mean, if we can continue to disproportionately attack people, then imagine if they did the same thing to us, and it would just be an endless war until the world is destroyed. Ben, I mean, this is insanity. And we need to point this out because this is ridiculous. We should be thankful that we didn't just start World War III just now because Trump decided not to attack. I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense. It's a contradiction for some of these Republicans like Ben Shapiro to be pro-life, care about innocent children, which is great, and then now he has no problem going over and killing 150 people in Iran. I mean, this is very weird. And as much as I like what he says and stuff, it's important to call people out because this type of rhetoric is influencing public opinion, which could influence the results and outcomes of wars if people support it or if they don't support it. And having that influence over people is very powerful, and that's why we have to. I have to call him out for it. It's just. I'm curious to discuss this with Ethan in the next episode about this because we need to make sure we're de-escalating war, and this whole premise, this whole idea of attacking Iran was based on the drone, but the drone is, what is a U.S. drone doing right next to Iran's border anyway? Well, what is it doing there? It's almost like the deep state is like maneuvering these drones to get as close to Iran as possible to provoke Iran to attack us, and then that way they can go to Trump and say, "Oh, look, Iran's attacking us. We should definitely bomb and kill them." It's like, wait, hold on. The drone is right off the coast of Iran, and Iran shoots it down. And then our government says, no, it's in international waters, but Iran's like, oh, it's actually in our territory, so it's under dispute because it's so close to their coast. And then it's like, well, I'm not going to just sit here and believe the U.S. government, and be like, oh yeah, obviously I believe the government. It's like the government's lied so many times. When the government's been in wars for so long, it doesn't even make sense. Like, oh, they just happen to have another perfect reason to get into war now, and I'm just going to believe it? No. It's like I'm going to question every part of this because I don't see that as Iran provoking war by having a U.S. drone coming up right up on their waters and them shooting it down to protect their country. It's like Iran sending a drone over to the coast of North Carolina over here, and we shoot it down because we want to protect our citizens, and then we're the ones that are going to be provoking a war? No. See, it doesn't add up. The logic isn't there. And so we have to understand there are definitely hidden interests international bankers that have profited from war all the time for all kinds of wars in the past historically. And so we can't just be falling for any excuse to get into war, because we don't need to be in wars. We need to get out of wars. We need to pull the troops out. We need to make sure that we put pressure on Trump to do that, to pull the troops out. Because it doesn't make sense to escalate war and try to teach people a lesson by saying we're the big dogs and killing a bunch of people to try to make us look strong. It's like, that's retarded. We're not going to do that. That's just escalating war even more. Because Iran has a military. They can cause some major damage. Even if they don't win a war, they can cause major damage. And it can also cause other tensions with other countries that are allies and blah, 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 and to the point where it escalates to World War III. So that's something that's very important to talk about right now. And so thank God we didn't start that war. And I hope that Trump isn't deceived in the future by a future setup that could be a false flag attack, for example. If someone sets up an event that causes Americans to die, and then it makes it look like Iran did it, even if Iran didn't do it, which then convinces Trump to then go attack Iran and kill people, and it could start a war like that. I mean, there's been false flag events like that are deceptively used to justify getting into war. That's happened during World War I, World War II, 9/11. We have to, make sure that we're not being deceived by media propagandists that are promoting a war. So this is very dangerous. To see someone like Ben Shapiro now criticizing Trump for not attacking Iran. I thought that was just really strange to see, but maybe he's always been like that. I don't know. But wanted to mention that, to share that with people, and also make sure that this is actually a bipartisan thing, because there's Democrats that don't promote war. And I like that part. We need to unite and realize that we should be definitely doing everything in our power to stop war from happening. And so thanks for watching. This is the Patriot Torch. Like, share, subscribe, share the message, and we'll see you in the next one. Me and Ethan are going to talk about this more in the upcoming episode. So, see you soon.